Hello and welcome, my friend. I'm Monk, and I want to begin by simply saying, thank you. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to be here. If this is your first time on the channel, know this. You've just stepped into a space that's safe, supportive, and deeply human. A place where health is more than charts and numbers. It's about real lives, real emotions, and real connections. This isn't just a channel, it's a growing community. A circle of men and women who believe aging isn't a decline, but an evolution. A chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more connected. To ourselves, to each other, and to life. Here we talk about the things most people avoid, especially when it comes to men's health after 60. And today's topic is one that I approach with deep respect and care. Erectile dysfunction. Millions of men face this silently. They carry confusion, frustration, and shame, often without anyone to talk to. But today, we're breaking that silence. We're not here to dwell in shame. We're here to create hope, healing, and honest connection. Before we dive in, I want to ask you something simple, but meaningful. Leave a comment below and tell me where you're tuning in from. Whether you're in New York or Nairobi, a bustling city or a quiet rural town, your voice matters here. And when you share it, you'll see what I see. This is a global conversation, one that reaches across borders and cultures, uniting us through shared experience. So let me ask you, have you noticed changes lately? Maybe intimacy feels different. Maybe you've started to avoid it, unsure why. Or maybe your love for your partner is strong, but your body isn't responding the way it used to. If that sounds familiar, please hear this. You are not broken, you are not alone, and you are not without hope. What you're experiencing is far more common than you've been led to believe, and more treatable than most people realize. Erectile dysfunction isn't the end of intimacy. It's your body's way of asking for attention, and it can be a gateway, a signal to explore deeper healing, not just in the bedroom, but in your physical, emotional, and even spiritual life. In this video, we're going to unpack it all, openly, honestly, and with compassion. We'll talk about the physical causes, the emotional layers, the relationship dynamics, and most importantly, what you can do about it. Because no man should carry this burden in silence, and no couple should have to navigate it without support. Before we continue, take a moment to like this video if you're ready to engage with this conversation openly. And if you haven't already joined this growing family, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Every week, we explore powerful ways to stay strong as we age and live life to the fullest. All right, let's begin. Let's start with the body, because understanding how your body works is the first step to reclaiming your confidence. Think of your body like a symphony, each part playing a role. Your heart, your blood vessels, your hormones, your nerves. They all need to work in harmony for healthy sexual function. And as we age, some instruments can fall out of tune. For many men, the first issue is blood flow. Achieving an erection is not just about desire, it's about circulation. When you're aroused, your brain triggers a cascade of signals that tell blood vessels to relax and open up, allowing blood to flow into the penis. But conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol can narrow those vessels, making it harder for blood to get where it needs to go. Then there are hormonal shifts. Testosterone, the fuel for male desire and energy, begins to decline after age 30. By 60, it can drop by as much as 50%. That means less drive, slower response, and more difficulty maintaining erections. And we can't forget the role of muscle, specifically the pelvic floor. These muscles support firmness and control, but like any muscle, they weaken with age if not exercised. Now, that might sound like a lot to deal with, but I want you to hear this loud and clear. This is not the end. This is a beginning of understanding, of taking control, of reclaiming vitality. Let me share a story with you. A few years back, I met Michael, a 67-year-old retired teacher. He came to me quiet and ashamed, convinced intimacy with his wife of 35 years was gone for good. He thought it was just age, but after a few simple tests, we discovered he had untreated high blood pressure and low testosterone. With the right support, medication, targeted movement, and dietary changes, his energy returned. His words, I feel 20 years younger and more connected to my wife than I've felt in decades. Michael's story isn't rare, it's possible, and it's your story too, if you're ready to take the first steps. Here's what you can start doing right now to support your sexual health. Walk 30 minutes a day. It boosts circulation, heart health, and even testosterone levels. It's simple. It's powerful. Do Kegel exercises. Yes, men need them too. Squeeze the muscles you use to stop urinating, hold for 5 seconds, then release. Do a few rounds each day. Eat for circulation. Add leafy greens, pomegranates, beets, watermelon, salmon, and olive oil. These support nitric oxide and blood vessel health. Check your testosterone. A simple blood test can reveal whether hormone support might help. Cut back on sugar, alcohol, and processed foods. These drive inflammation and impair blood flow. These steps don't just support your sexual health, they boost your brain, your heart, your energy, and your relationships. You deserve to thrive, not just survive, as you age. Now that we've looked at the body, in the next part of this video, we'll shift into something just as important: your mind. Because no matter how strong your body is, real healing begins from within. So stay with me, this conversation matters, and you're not in it alone. You know, a lot of men believe that erectile dysfunction is just a physical problem. But here's the truth: your brain is actually your most powerful sex organ. What you think, what you feel, and what you carry emotionally can either support your body's natural response or completely shut it down. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever felt that pressure to perform? And the more you focused on it, the harder it became to respond. That frustration, that feeling like you're letting your partner down, it creates a loop, a cycle of anxiety, tension, and emotional distance. It's not your fault, but you can break the cycle. Let's break it down. Anxiety releases cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. And high cortisol does exactly what you don't want. It tightens blood vessels, drops your testosterone, and sends your body into survival mode, not intimacy mode. Depression, or even just emotional exhaustion, can numb your desire. Not because it's gone, but because it's buried beneath fatigue, stress, or unspoken pain. Even subtle relationship tension can create physical distance. Maybe there's unspoken hurt, misunderstandings, emotional walls, and sometimes that shows up in the bedroom. But here's the good news: you can take your power back, starting with something as simple as your breath. Before intimacy, try deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 4, then exhale slowly for 6. Do that for a minute or two. This tells your body, you're safe. And when your body feels safe, desire flows more naturally. Next, try mindfulness or meditation. These aren't just trendy words, they're powerful tools for calming the mind and reconnecting with your body. Just 5 minutes of stillness each day can help reduce stress and boost emotional clarity. But maybe the most powerful tool of all is honest communication. Gentlemen, this is big. If you're going through ED or low desire, talk to your partner, not from a place of shame, not with excuses, but with openness and trust. I remember a man named Daniel. He was 72 when he came to see me. He hadn't been intimate with his wife in over a year, not because he didn't love her, but because he was scared. He thought she'd feel rejected. But when he finally told her, she cried. Not in anger, but in relief. She had been blaming herself. That one conversation changed everything. They started walking together, cooking, laughing again. And when he came back a few months later, he said something I'll never forget. It wasn't about a pill. It was about reconnecting. Intimacy is not just about sex. It's about being seen. It's about being accepted. It's about sharing love, even in the struggle. And when you invite your partner into that struggle, you turn it into something you face together, not alone. So if your mind is getting in the way of your body, remember this: you're not broken. You're not alone. And it's not too late to reclaim your confidence and your connection. Now that we've explored the emotional and psychological side of this, let's talk solutions. Real, science-backed options that are helping millions of men restore their sexual health and their sense of self. Because here's the truth: you don't have to suffer in silence anymore. Let me know if you'd like me to continue rewriting the rest, treatments, lifestyle habits, etc., in this same tone. One of my patients once said something that stayed with me. When I stopped trying to impress my wife and just started listening to her, everything changed. We didn't just reconnect, we lit the spark again. And that's really the heart of this journey. It's not just about solving a problem, it's about waking up to your life in a new way, becoming more present, more aware, and more connected in every part of who you are. So if there's one thing I want you to take from this, it's this. Erectile dysfunction is not a failure. It's a message, a signal from your body and your soul asking you to pay attention. You are not alone. Millions of men over 60 are walking this same road. And more importantly, you are not powerless. With the right focus on blood flow, hormone health, reducing stress, open communication, and smart medical support, you can feel more alive, more confident, and more connected than you have in years. Yes, even now. Especially now. If something in today's message resonated with you, I'd love to hear it. Drop a comment below. What stood out for you most? Have you tried any of the changes we talked about? I read every single message, and your story might be the encouragement someone else truly needs today. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. This journey is just beginning. Thank you for spending this time with me. This is Dr. Ruth, cheering you on as you rediscover your strength, your passion, and your purpose in this powerful season of life. Remember this. You're not finished, you're just getting started. I'll see you in the next one.